Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Beatriceajayi. I am an artist based in Glasgow in Scotland, and I love to share my artwork here on my channel online with you guys. I also have my Instagram and also my Facebook, and I have a website as well to share my artwork. Well, welcome if it's your first time, and I hope that you can kind of jump on board a little bit with what it is that I'm trying to share and discuss in this segment of my YouTube videos that I put here. I love to create art. I enjoy it so much, and this year what was really important for me was to try and focus on getting my details in my process a lot better. So I started off kind of making sure that I'm using references a lot more. And yes, obviously you can put your style or you can add your touch to things as an artist, but I wanted to make sure that I was moving closer to realism this year. And in doing so and in researching, I came across Milan Art Institute online, and I haven't taken the course. I would have been excited to take the course, but I basically watched every video since then that they have available on YouTube. I've gone and researched their artists on Instagram, and I just love the way that they approach art, and I love the way that they approach also the use of oil, because I've used oil paint in the past and I've not fully understood the ways in which I can be technical with it and make sure that it's working for me and helping me in progressing in my art creativity. So I have been really enjoying exploring that and coming out with all sorts of ideas, and I've been really inspired by them, and I'm really grateful that they exist and they're full in their heart to share their artwork with other artists. So yeah, I have been incognito. I've been trying to kind of post at least one video a month. I'm sure I probably didn't do that last month, which was probably due to the fact that I was doing what you could see right now. I was so focused in trying to actually get myself into a system of how I wanted to paint going forward, how to lay out my materials, all sorts of stuff's been going on in the background to get myself to where I want to get to. And the kind of art that I'm now trying to produce as well is something that I've always battled with. I've always been very diverse in my creativity. If you look through this channel, you will see all the different styles and the different mediums. I still like to use different mediums. I mean, this painting you're seeing here, there are layers of collage, there is acrylic, there are other mediums underneath before I'm now in this process of using the oil paint. So yeah, I love to still use different mixed mediums. I'm not going to change that because that's helps me with the process of how I create. But I'm really enjoying using the oil paint still, because what I've been learning recently is that kind of depth perception and perspective that oil paints can give you. I've understood that it existed before, but I have a better handle on understanding what I'm supposed to do with it now, and in my storytelling how I can use that as well. So yeah, I am exploring that. You can see me here enjoying myself with the oil paints and making this character here. She looked nothing like this at the beginning, and she has changed a lot since I've come to understand what I want to do with her. Originally as well, there was no way that she was going to end up looking the way she's looking right now. There was no way I was going to have kind of just a portrait mainly being the focus in this manner, and then there wasn't really a story in the original one, and I managed to kind of try and start adding a story of something going on and a mystery. So it's not finished, but I am working on how I want to go forward with this artwork. But there's also the side of overworking the painting. So I really love the way she looks right now, and I'll probably try not to add too much more to it, so that I don't ruin her in any way, but I started off doing all these characters with these ladies who are, to me, they symbolize the adventure that we can have, and looking at the kind of wonder and mystery of everything around us. I love nature, I love wildlife a lot, and I've always looked at them with wonder, and I wanted to add that in a lot of my paintings I've been doing recently to show my interests. I think that's the way to put it. To show my interests, to show how we are entangled or intertwined, which is a nicer way of looking at it, with our surroundings, with nature, and also the wonder and the mystery of that, which can seem, some would say, very mysterious. I would like to use wondrous. I don't really like to lean too much in saying magical, because it's not really the angle that I'm trying to go for here, though the green, the luminous, kind of is kind of a fairy kind of idea that people would go for. But for me, I could have gone with a white glow or a bluish tint, but the green just went well with the colors I already had in the canvas. So I'm going to experiment with that aspect of glowing going forward as well, which I've not done in many of my artworks before. But so I'm just enjoying the storytelling and seeing where I go with that. But it's been so much fun, the different works I've been making, and I'll definitely be sharing all that with you guys. So this is what I've been doing, just enjoying oil painting, working on portraits, which is not the usual of what I do in this manner. I mean, I work on characters that are small and children, usually. Those are usually my focus. But I have now kind of escalated that to being adults. But just looking at myself through eyes of someone else. I'm looking at a variety of characters that I want to portray, different nationalities and things. But also, there's different layers I'm seeing coming out in my work, which you'll see going forward. Like the sketches I'll be sharing on my social media and things. Basically, I'm realizing that it's kind of almost like a surrealism way that I'm going. I've always loved abstract art, but I'm realizing that when I'm adding specific subject matter to things, I am going more towards surrealism, abstract surrealism. There is some realism in it, a lot of isms, but the way that I'm trying to blend things together is not going to look the normal way. It's more like a dream kind of state, or something mysterious is going on. That's kind of the angle I'm going with. So a lot of my sketches are similar to, like you're seeing this girl here, this lady, where their hair kind of like is very liquidy and it's blending into the environment. So it's a way of me trying to intertwine them with what's going on around them, that they're not separate from their environment, and that they're as much a wonder as what they are looking at, and that there's a harmony as well in it. So here I was looking at adding hummingbirds, because that's been one of the birds I've been practicing a lot in my artwork this year as well. I've always loved hummingbirds. They just it's like they whisper. So one way I was looking at this was that the hummingbirds are kind of like the messengers in my paintings that we'll be seeing going forward, and they're bringing a message, and they kind of whisper the information to us through their hum. And so they're there in quite a few of my paintings that I've created recently. I started off actually painting a lot of hummingbirds by themselves, but when I'm now looking at the different kind of creatures that I like to paint and trying to bring all the topic, everything together, like in a consolidating way, then the hummingbirds to me are the messengers. So here she's got this messenger that's come from somewhere afar, basically, and is telling her of something, and she's now looking and wondering if she should take the steps to go towards where this messenger's come from, or to go on this adventure. So the same kind of ideas I used to have with my younger children illustrations was that they were brave, they were courageous, they had to be bold, they were unique, they were special, and that they had to be brave to do things they wouldn't usually do. And so this is the same kind of thing I want to put into these characters, is to be bold and brave and to follow their dreams and to go on adventures and not to be scared of what the future would hold for them. I'm really enjoying learning how to make something that's far away seem enticing, and also how to get rid of some areas and not make them so prominent. Also, I have this thing in my head that I want to do, but I feel like it might ruin the characters at the moment, so I'm going to do some experiments first. But I found that I wanted to start writing on the faces of the characters. So like this one here, I would have written something on her cheek. I think that I will leave the rest of this for you to just watch the process, and it's been really good sharing a little bit of what I'm trying to do right now. But as I said, you can find my website also just in the description below, www.beatriceajayi.com, and also I am on Instagram with beatriceajayiartist, and if you have any questions or anything for me, please do let me know, and I will leave whatever details I've got there on other things I'm doing in the description. But yeah, I thought it was about time I got back to you guys and shared what I've been up to. So I will see you in the next one. And please do subscribe as well. That would be awesome, so that more people can see me. And also for notification so that you can see when I get my next video up. But I will speak to you guys soon. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching. Bye!